Howdy! Welcome to Aspire Mountain Academy. I'm Professor Curtis, your instructor for this course in Introductory Statistics. In less than 10 minutes, this video provides even more practice in using StatCrunch to find probabilities for non-standard normal distributions. Let's get started. So first, we're going to look at an example where we've got a toy manufacturing process, and the process for the toy that they're making requires a 1/8 inch diameter steel rod with a length between 5.45 and 5.55 inches. So let's say that the lots of steel rod are normally distributed in their lengths with a mean length of 5.51 and a standard deviation of 0.78. We're then asked what's the probability that a randomly selected steel rod will meet manufacturing requirements. So based on what we've learned in the previous mini lectures, I think you should know how to work this. So go ahead and pause the video here and then come back and we'll see how well you did. Okay, I hope you did well with this. Let's see how you did. So we're going to be using StatCrunch to figure this out. It's the easiest method to use. If you want to use the z-score tables, do it the old school way, that's fine, but there's really no need for that when we have the power of StatCrunch living here in the 21st century. So here in StatCrunch, I'm going to select that between option because we want the probability that we're going to be in between the lengths that were required for our design. So here's my between option up here. I click that, put in the mean and the standard deviation for the normal distribution of the lengths, and then here I'm putting in my design requirements. I press compute and out comes 5%. So this is the probability that the steel rods that are being delivered to us are going to be good enough for the toy that we're trying to manufacture in our facility. Now, 5% is not a whole lot. In fact, it's very likely that the distributor for steel rods that's providing us with this material is just not giving us what we need. So we need to figure out, okay, how can we change this up? So 5%, yeah, we gotta get a higher probability than that our design specifications is going to be met. So how are we going to do that? Well, to get a greater than 5% chance of meeting the manufacturing requirement, let's say, what can we do to change within ourselves? Because if you try to get the supplier to change for you, that may or may not go over well. So what can we do to change our own manufacturing process so that the supplier doesn't need to do anything different? We want to have a 95% chance. We want to flip that around. Instead of a 5% chance of meeting our design specs, we want a 95% chance that it's going to happen. So what changes do we need to have in order to get that 95%? Well, again, go ahead and pause the video here and then go back to StatCrunch, see what you can do with this, and then come back and we'll see how well you did. Okay, I hope you went and used StatCrunch to do this. Let's see how well you did with this. So inside the normal calculator there in StatCrunch, we're still in the between option, but now what we've done is we cleared out our random variable values and we put in the 95% that we want to represent this area here in the middle. And so the bounds of that area are going to be our new design specifications. Well, look at here, we've got 3.98 on the left side and 7.0, I guess 4 if you round it to 2 decimal places there on the right. That's a pretty wide tolerance band. So yeah, this is just not going to work for us. This is the point now where we go to the supplier and say, hey, what you're delivering to us is just not good enough. We need higher quality standards coming from your facility so that we can actually make the toy that we want to make according to our design specs, because that type of tolerance is just way, way too wide. So we could use it, but hey, it's going to cause a lot of havoc in our manufacturing process and our quality control is just going to be out the door, and we're going to have a lot of problems from the lack of quality from our manufacturing. So yeah, we have to go back to the supplier and say, hey, we need higher quality from you in the steel rods that you're delivering to us. And that brings us to the end of this mini lecture. I hope you found it helpful. You can find more mini lectures for this and other courses at AspireMountainAcademy.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.